Bam! I hope this saves. Here we go. This is it. And we started.
Yes, sir.
Um,
Last VinCast ever. Let's
what do
go.
you mean? Oh, if it is, like, if we do new stuff, we'll see. I don't
Mm.
know what's gonna happen. Um, this is crazy. Cause if this is the last one, that's wild. That's actually kind of sad to me. Cause it was like, bro, this community kids started, and then now it's like 2 years later. Wow.
Said the one that wanted to end it, dude.
Man, that was a weird time, you know.
Whatever, bro.
It was these crayons. I don't know about. Okay, actually, I'm gonna start this because I've been holding this back from me too. I applied to Target, dude. Um,
Ooh.
I got an interview.
Okay.
They haven't got back to me yet.
That's okay. Wait, when did you interview?
Hold up, let me check. It did. They did say like 1 to 5 business days, but honestly, I butchered that interview. It wasn't a dude. It was an online interview too.
Bro, you could have asked me for help, dude. I'm so good at interviews now.
Oh, bro. It was
Bro.
so. Hey, man. At least, like, dude, I was like so happy that they even took me for an interview. I was actually so
Yeah,
stoked. Not because like, oh, like time to get to work or whatever. It was just like, I was happy like I did that by myself. Like,
yeah. Hmm.
cause I have a cousin who works there. Like, obviously, he could have taken me in. Um, but
Oh, he doesn't know you interviewed?
no, I tried. Cause it's like,
Oh.
yeah, I tried to like even, but my family is always like cousins and stuff are always like, hey, if you want a job, if you need work or whatever, like just let me know. I'm like, oh, for sure. But that was a time where I wasn't like I knew I didn't want to yet, but now it's
Uh-huh.
like, oh, I need money, so it's like,
Uh-huh.
and I was like, I could have asked people for help, but part of me was
Yeah.
like, no, I just want to see if I can do it on my own. It's like this, it sucks, right?
Ooh.
It's cause it's this whole like our whole culture and society has grown to become like this like dude like individualism, do it on your own and whatever. So I just like it's become part of me to like I want to just see if I can make it, right? Like, and I know people get help and like family is there for help, but it's like, man, like I just want
Mm-hmm.
to prove to myself that I can, like that I don't need help. No, it's just like I want to prove to myself too like I'm capable. um which is like I don't know, good or bad, but yeah. So online interview, and then let's see something else.
Wait,
Mm,
with that though, like, okay, I get where you're coming from,
yeah,
but realistically, like, that's why networking is so important, and like, we've heard it like our whole lives, or I mean, at least I have, but it's like that's really the way, like, it's really hard to do it on your own without connections, because
mm,
usually it's the connections that get like first dibs. Like, you know how
mm,
like if you just apply to all these different places and you're like complete strangers, right?
yeah, yeah.
They're more likely gonna be like trusting the reference of a already existing coworker as opposed to like this random dude from
Mm,
like the website or something.
yeah, it
So like even though
sucks.
it is like admirable, like oh you did it on your own, realistically and practically, it's like you do need the connections and networking.
Yeah. um so it's been 5 days. I just checked the email, so it's
Hmm.
gone. But this is the same with what I was telling you off stream in relation to rejection about other things, about an ice cream job, right? Ice cream truck job, right? um is like part of me after I was like, oh, dope, like I got an interview. I did the interview, right? And I was like, oh my gosh, bro. Like right before it, I was like, dude, I feel like I'm selling my soul away. Like low key, I was like, oh shoot, like this is it. Like once I'm in, bro, it's like there's no more freedom. There's no more of that what I have. And like for like for like a solid 5-10 minutes or 5 minutes, I guess, like it just hit me like, bro, like all this time I had to myself, all this time that I've always been like, oh, people are so cool with working and jobs and school and like, dang, and money and whatever. And then like when I was about to like 5 minutes before I did the interview, I was like, dang, I'm really about to like let this go, what I already have. And I was like, oh shoot, I took everything for granted, that present moment, that all that time. Like and it's not even like a job job. It's just a part time. But it's
My
to
life is
me,
over.
yeah, no, it's to me because it's such a like for me it would be a drastic change of just like school is a routine, but then it would be like work is a routine. I was like, oh shoot, like, and then for me, I was like, oh, like it really hit me. Um, but yeah, man, I was not ready for that. So low key, I was kind of like hoping I wouldn't get accepted, so I can keep doing what I already do. But in turn, it actually like pivoted me to like, okay, like this is a job. Like I would just be doing the job. This isn't something like I want to do. So I was like, okay, if I don't get this, like how am I gonna start doing things I want to do that actually can somewhat provide me, even not a lot, but just some way. So it pivoted me to being more serious about like what I can already do and like trying to capitalize on that. Kind of like our talents talk that we've had before, like doubling talents and stuff. So
Mhm.
yeah, I think I'm gonna try to do that with art. That's all I'm gonna say. Keep the rest in the vault and the energy. But yeah, dude, I was like, this is a pivoting moment. Like even if I don't get accepted, because it's like it made me think more real about like making money and then trying to make money with what I already know how to do. So either way, it was good for me. So yeah. But man,
Dang. But with
yeah.
the whole like 1 to 5 business days thing though,
Mm,
I think you should still one either call back eventually or give it time because it is like Christmas.
that's
So I
true.
say like
Yeah.
don't be discouraged that it has been 5 days.
No, I'm good, bro. Like I'm gonna start doing my own stuff. I'm ready. I'm. I don't need Target anymore. But it was still like that feeling of like, oh, I got accepted. It was like it kind of felt validated. Like I felt validated. Cause our one friend, I won't say his name. We were talking about these job apps, and then he was like, Kevin, like you can't just cold apply. Like you need someone to get you in, so that like networking. He was like, oh, you gotta get someone to get you in. And I was like, how'd you get in? And he was like, I cold applied. I was like, bro, whatever, man. Like don't talk to me. Like if you can do it, like let me try to at least, right? So,
Hmm.
but yeah, it was still a cool moment to see that I got an interview. But yeah.
Hmm.
All right, structured time. Okay, we're talking about fall. Ow, I hit my leg. Talking about fall semester.
Fall.
You graduated.
Ah, shoot.
Dang. Oh, dude.
That's crazy.
Wait. I don't even have music, bro. Oh, shoot. I'm gonna add them as
Music?
you. Yeah.
Oh, me neither. Oh.
Oh, dude. You
It's
put.
fine.
You want to start. Or you have something to talk about? I feel like you
Oh,
have
yes.
stuff
I
to
do,
talk
I do.
about anyway. I'm gonna add my
Yeah.
music while you.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, this is kind of short-ish, but today, I did some last minute shopping. The ideas weren't last minute though. I've had these ideas for a while. I think I'm really good. Okay, this is gonna sound weird, but I don't like to give gifts, but I think I am good at giving gifts because I think I'm pretty thoughtful when it comes to
Mm.
like actually doing it. Um, so throughout the year, I keep like a notes thing of potential gifts to give to people. Just if I think of it or if they mention it throughout the year, then I'd be like, oh, they mentioned this in like July and they don't have it yet, so let me get that for them. So I think
Mm.
I'm really good in that regard. So I was last minute buying the gifts, and so I went to this place, and it's this like pretty high end like Korean barbecue place. I wanted to give them a gift card from that place,
Mm.
and so I went there, and then it takes a while for the manager to get the gift cards from the back. So I'm just in the lobby talking to the host, and then I'm just doing small talk, passing time, and then the host goes, "Oh, like, are you a server? Did you have a server job before? It seems like you know a lot about like this industry." And so I talk about my past server job that I had like 2 years ago. And I mentioned that like, oh, I used to be a server, and then he hits me with the, oh, so like, what do you do now? Like, did you move to a different restaurant? Like, what do you do
Mm.
now? And then I hit him with the, oh, I'm actually an engineer now, which was like, what the heck? Like, that's the first time I've ever said that. because before it was like, oh, like I intern for this engineering company, but like no, I'm like an engineer now at this point. So yeah, and I could tell like, he was kind of shocked because I don't really. It's kind of rare for people to assume my age correctly. So people usually think like
You're
I'm
younger.
early college or even
Mm.
in high school still sometimes even. So he was like, oh shoot, that's cool.
Mm.
Yeah, so yeah, I was telling him like all the stuff I miss about being a server, and all like the pros and cons of having a 9 to 5 and all that stuff. So yeah, that was like a pretty surreal moment for me. Even though I just literally just graduated like a week and a half ago. That was like the first time of many where I'll be introducing myself as an engineer, as opposed to like, oh, I go to school as a student, or oh, I intern at this like place. So that was a pretty first of many moment, pretty significant.
You probably gave him a core memory too. Not gonna lie.
Did I? In what way?
I feel like, well, did he look younger than you, or?
Um, hmm. I'm assuming he was younger than me, but yeah, hard to say. But I think like if not the same age, like he is a little bit, maybe like a year or two younger than me.
Because I would say, like, if I was talking to someone, like when we visited community, like I was telling you about one of my classmates who already graduated in her degree, and then yet she was doing a different one. I feel
Mm.
like if that was me, like working, and someone tells me like, oh, yeah, I used to be a server, but now I'm this, it's like kind of inspiring, and then it's kind of like, oh shoot, like this is where I am right now, but I'll be wherever I want to be soon. So I feel like in
Mm.
that regard. Um,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, uh, I was gonna say for me, like if I think I'd still be introducing people like, oh yeah, I graduated there. I don't think I'd be like, oh, this is what I do. I'd be like, oh no, I graduated from blah blah blah.
Oh, no way, dude.
I don't know. We'll see. I can't like when
I don't
people,
think so.
dude, when people, um, or whenever people ask like what I like to do or whatever, it was always like, or like, what you're interested in and stuff. It's like I have all these other things like guitar, music, da da da. But then like the first thing I always want to say is like I'm a dancer, you know. So I feel
Mm.
like in that sense is like if people ask me like, oh, what do you like to do or what do you do, I would be like, oh yeah, like I'm in teaching or like I'm a teacher, but I love dancing, you know. Like it would still be like that for me. So,
Mm.
but yeah.
Yeah, because I'm thinking like it's not like if someone asked you that like right now, you'd be like,
Mhm.
"Oh, I graduated from this high school."
Mhm.
So I don't think you'd be like, "Oh, I
That's
graduated from
true.
this college," especially the longer you're out of college.
True. 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 Um. Sorry, I'm adding the song.
No, you're good, you're good. Are we doing like 4 songs and then an
Let's
honorable
just do
mention, or is it
five,
3?
bruh. um,
5? Okay.
five, but
Dang.
five, and then it'll be like top three, and then to honor.
Top 3 and 2 honor. Okay, okay.
This is actually. Let's just take like 5 minutes to to get the songs on there.
I feel like I could do mine pretty fast.
Okay, well I can't talk and think at the same time. That's why.
Oh. Ooh, okay. Do you want me
um,
to? Oh, do you not want to do the thing where like we add it while the other person is talking?
I was trying to, but I couldn't, bro. So that's
Oh,
why.
okay, okay, okay. Yeah, we
Okay.
could take a moment.
5 minute intermission for anyone
I'll race you
listening.
though. I'll race you.
Okay, whatever, dude. Go ahead. Um, yo, I take back what I said when I was like, I don't want to do this anymore. I take it back, man. I'm a changed person. Something changed in me, man.
What do you mean? What do you mean I
Like
don't want to do this anymore?
these are our crayons.
Oh, dude, I
Oh,
don't see the Spotify. Oh, I see it.
I was looking for it too. I was like, where's the playlist, dude?
I don't even know what the. Oh, dude, the thing that I had in mind, the song that I was thinking of, I added that the last time.
I tried
It's so
like
funny.
to not look so that even if it is the same, like I just wanted to emphasize like, okay, it still has that impact or whatever. Um,
Mm.
dude, Loki 2024 has some good drops. At least from the people that I listen to. I think every artists that I listen to dropped something this year, which is really cool.
Yeah, there's
Um,
a lot of releases.
um,
Um, wait, are you adding it already? Because I don't want to mess up your. You
no,
know how
it's
like
fine. I think it shouldn't matter. Like we can just put whatever. Like it doesn't have to be
we
all
could.
one person. Hmm?
True. We could also just like move it around after the fact.
Yeah, but Spotify has this date added thing, and it would be kind of annoying to be like, oh, we added it, but then we moved it before the one that we added after. That would bother me. That low key bothers me. I don't know. I hate that. I really do. It's
Okay,
not like
I'll let you add your clump then.
no, you go. You know what?
Did
No,
you add
like
yours already?
no. That's why. But like,
Okay,
what
I
I'm
can do mine
saying, like,
first.
what I'm saying, it doesn't matter. Like, we can add, we can mix. Like, it can be like, oh, me too, and then yours, and then like whatever. But
Oh no! I want it to be clumps.
oh, okay, then
Because
you go.
it's clumps right now, so I don't
Okay,
want to
you go.
like
You
mess
go
up
first
our.
then.
Okay, okay.
Or do you want to do three, and then like three clump, and then two clump?
No,
Okay,
I want
do
yeah
yours first then.
consistency, brother.
Whatever, dude. Also, I want to say from the very first one we did, the very first Fincast, I think this is the most like open and authentic we've been, or at least for me. I feel like, yeah.
Is it because we didn't start off with like structure? All right, go structure, go.
From the first one or for this one?
For this one, because usually I feel like we just go, all right, structure, let's go. But then I think we opened a little differently
I
right
feel
now.
like it's just the flow, and like we're still like
Mm,
I was still down. Like I'm still down to look at structure, but I feel like the flow is a lot better.
mm.
From that very first one. Uh, dude, I don't know what the heck I listened to this year, or I mean this fall anyway. I opened my YouTube playlist.
I kind of forgot because I'm going based off my liked songs, but I
Yeah, yeah.
forgot like where fall started.
Oops. Yo.
What?
Nah, the thing was playing an ad.
Oh, okay, okay, okay. This is a good pick.
Wait, what the heck? What was our last one, Steve? Where the heck is the playlist? Oh. Oh, that's what I was listening to? Oh, that's crazy. Oh, bro. August?
Oh, dang.
This is crazy. Bro.
Ooh, this is crazy.
I think I have one, two, three. What the heck else? Two, three, four. Uh, one. What is this like? Our most listened to, or just songs like that mean a lot?
Whatever
Whatever.
top three songs of fall means to you.
Dang, brah.
Okay, I think I'm done.
Okay. Um, this is crazy though.
What is?
I feel like a lot happened in relation to the songs for me this time. Probably for you too. Um, top three and two honor. Oh, so you say you're done?
Yeah, I got mine. Ooh, wait, there's this one song that I'm debating on keeping though. Let me finalize that song real quick. Okay, yeah, no, I'm keeping it. Alright, I got mine.
You're done. Okay, okay. Bro. I had the alphabet last time. Okay, Emma puts mine.
Wait, did you say something?
Huh?
Did you say something?
I just said I was gonna put mine.
Oh, okay. Do you want me to talk or do you want me to talk after you put yours?
After, bro.
Uh,
Give me a
okay.
second. Bam. Where is it? Oh shoot! Wait, I forgot about that song. Dang it. Hold up, hold up. That's a big one too. Dang it. Hmm. That's a big one. And then okay. Wait, let me check it, yo. Um Dang, bro. Bam, 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 bam. Yeah, I think that's good. Man. Okay, I'm done. Time is up. Go.
Oh, me first?
Yeah, I guess.
I got that. All right. So for my top three, I got Nissan Altima by Dochi. Oh man, I lost the playlist. Second song is Sweet Candy Cane by Madison Ryan Ward. Third song, dude, I lost the playlist. What the heck? Okay, okay. Third song is Step Up by Samantha Jade. And then my two honorable mentions is Animal by Neon Trees and Good Old Days by Macklemore and Kesha.
Is that what you
So,
is that what you asked me for the showcase video?
um, no, I think I just wanted to watch it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But okay. So, they all almost have each of them have a story. So, Sweet Candy Cane by Madison Ryan Ward. It's just a good song in general, and she's always been in my like top artist. Um, but I have a story about this, but the short version is so the album came out she announced her tour, and I was like debating like, oh, should I buy concert tickets or whatever? Um, and the album came out, and then this is a song that was like, oh wait, I need to buy these tickets. So I bought this song instantly, like the day of the release. Uh, so I ended up going to the concert, and at the concert, um, I brought it up to people to be like, oh, I bought these tickets. Do you also want to go? But I bought these tickets knowing that like I wanted to go regardless, whether or not other people were gonna go with me. So I think that's the first time I did that. Because there was this one time where I had the opportunity to do that again, but then I ended up deciding not to go because I was like, oh, maybe I don't want to go alone. But then I ended up missing like a super dope concert because this artist brought up a bunch of people that were like guests and his friends. So I was
Mm,
like, dang, if only I just went. So from
yeah.
then on, I was like, you know what? If I'm gonna go to a concert, I'm gonna go. I don't care if like I'm by myself. I'm still gonna enjoy it.
Yeah.
But I ended up running into people that I did know, so I hung out with that person plus her friend. So then I basically just made like a new friend in that way. But also it gets crazier. So I had like ticket troubles and stuff, so that was stressful in itself. But then I went to the booth to like get it sorted out, and then there's a person in front of me, in front of the ticket booth, and then he turns around and it's Joshua Bassett. So I'm like, oh, dude. And then I end up getting a picture, like meeting him and then getting a picture and
That's
stuff,
funny.
and getting my ticket thing solved. So it all worked out in the end. So that's pretty cool with this song. Ironically though, dude, she didn't even play this song at the concert. Like, bro.
Aw.
But it's okay because like she ended up playing a good amount of songs from her old albums, so that was cool to see live.
Mhm.
Next song is Nissan Altima. Dochi. I just discovered her this year, but she's a dope new artist. This song makes me super hype. Not much of a backstory. Step Up by Samantha Jade is from the movie Step Up, actually. I think it's just a dope song. I think there's like a light feet version that I heard prior that sampled this song. So when I heard this song, it sounded familiar, but still like different. So I really like the song. So those are my top three of fall. Um, but then the honorable mentions. These are honorable mentions because I don't really like these songs like that, but they do have a lot of like memories behind it. So for Good Old Days, for the viewers out there, which is future Alvin and Kevin, wait, I don't even know how I need to give context because it's just gonna be us listening to it. But it's a song we used during our performance for our senior like last showcase of dance club. And so I was just listening to that throughout the semester, thinking like, dang, this is my last semester of college. So thinking of that whole transition and all that stuff, just being reminiscent of just whole like education journey. So that's why that's in there. Then Animal by Neon Trees. So I first heard this song last semester because one of my friends from my dance team performed it as a solo, and I was like, oh, that's cool. So I already have that
Oh,
connotation.
yeah.
Yeah, so I already have that connotation with her and that dance team in that era from last semester in spring. But then in the fall, I went to karaoke with friends I made from Cal Poly. Um, so how I made that friend group is because I was on a dance team with one of them from
Mm.
Cal Poly, and then I hung out with him, and then he introduced me to like his friends. So then I hung out with them as a group, and then we hung out when we were hanging out as a group one time. The first time we did karaoke, they sang Animal, and then I think I just like associate Animal with them now too. So I
Mm.
think with Animal, it kind of represents the relationships I've made and community I've made at Cal Poly because when you're a commuter and you just transferred and you don't, yeah, you don't really. It's kind of difficult to make friends if you're not in a club because the only social aspect of it would be like um interactions in class, but those are so limited and you don't really, grow that many friendships just from that. So I think with Animal, it made me realize like, oh shoot, I did make some pretty dope friends and connections because of basically the dance team just by itself.
Mm.
Uh, yeah, and I'm really glad I'm able to have that experience attached to my college experience. Because it definitely wouldn't have been more meaningful if I just went to class and went home and got my degree. So now
Mm.
it's like, oh, I actually have like homies that I have like fun memories of my
Mm.
time at college. So that's pretty cool.
Nice.
And those
Okay,
are my
I'm gonna,
five.
I'm gonna cheat a little bit. I actually I forgot this one song, bruh.
So now you have six.
No, no, I'm switching out. I'm switching out.
Oh,
But
how's that cheating?
huh?
How's that cheating?
Because I'm doing it right now.
Oh, well, that's fine.
Boom, and then boom, and then hold up, hold up, hold up. Dun, dun, ch, dun, 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 dun. And then okay, this is better. That's better. Okay, I'm ready. Are you ready, Freddy, bruh? Okay. Oh man. Okay. I want to say for the record too. I have Little Life from Delia, from Fall, and it's crazy because that was gonna be one of the ones I put again. But then I think I took it out of my playlist for on my drives home. Um, so it wouldn't make sense to have it on. Dang, my top three. Top three: City in the Stars by Logic, Together by Tiffany Day, Nothing's Promised by Corday. And then my two honorable mentions are Letter to My Younger Self by Ambar Lucid and Lover Tofu Fruit by Tiffany Day. Dude, City in the Stars, bro. Oh my gosh. It's so heavenly. Every time I listen to it, I could be angry, I could be happy, I could be sad. It just puts me in this what's the word? Ethereal state of mind and
Ethereal.
yeah, of feeling, bro. Fake English major, by the way. Um, but yeah, oh, that song is just so good. Like this is so my playlist home on my iPod. This is the first song in there. And when I listened to the album when it first came out, the only song that stood out to me was Favela. The other ones, like it takes after I listen to an album, it takes a bit to know which ones are gonna be my repeat songs. So I didn't think the song was gonna be in there. But one time on my way to school, I was like, oh, I don't know what songs to play. I picked this one because it's like the part two of City of Stars or something. And I was listening to the lyrics, like actually listening to the lyrics, and I was like, bro, what the F? And then I'm going up the hill to our school, right, from that street, that one street. I'm going over the hill, and he's like rapping, and he's saying all these things, and I'm like, bro, like I'm gonna cry right now with like the escalating over the hill, and then like going down, and then like just the oh man, it's a feeling, and yeah, like I was starting to tear up because it was like a fresh feeling of a song. So but yeah, this is my first song that I have on my playlist going home. And every time, like after a long day, after whatever day, if there was feelings with academics or with people, I don't know, it just put me in like it grounded me in a good way. Um, such a good song. Number two is Together by Tiffany Day. This song is actually on the end of that playlist, like toward the end before I'm home. Um, and the song is about her whole album's about like her feelings with college and like being a graduate and all this stuff. But Together is just like you'll get through it, but the bounce to it and like the bass and snare is really nice sounding. So I think that's why this is my number two song. It's a good song. Like again, like you can feel it anyway and play it, but it'll bring you to like you don't have to be in a certain mood. You can be in any mood and play it, right? Um, and yeah, it's a really like coming home to and hearing this is like oh I'm almost home kind of song, because it's like the same playlist. This last one, Nothing's Promised by Corday, it came out recently, I think a month ago, and what do you call it? This isn't on my playlist for going home, but it's a good song that reminds you that nothing like tomorrow isn't guaranteed. So a good friend told me from across the country. She told me that nothing's tomorrow's not guaranteed. So this is just like this song reminds me of that same message of like nothing's promised because that's the chorus and like it's just about being in the moment and always doing what you can in the present because nothing's promised. Like tomorrow's not promised. It's a good song. Again, can be in any mood and play it. Man, am I honorable? A letter to my younger self. There's only, I think, only one. The reason this made it was because there's one line in the song that says like, "I know times are hard right now, but you'll be around or you'll come around or something like that." And like, when I get to that part of the song, that song's these last two honorable are in my drive home songs. But yeah, when I'm driving home and I hear those lines, if it was a hard day, it's like, man, like there will be a light at the end of the tunnel. And then the last one, last honorable mention is Lover Tofu Fruit by Tiffany Day, which is her outro and closing song on the album, which is also my last song that I hear when I get home. And it's about accepting life as it is and like being born and then like the inevitable end. Um, and it's something I've always struggled with. I still do, but hearing the song being like the last thing I hear before I get go inside, um, it was just always kind of nice to hear that message and feeling after a day of school or yeah. Those are my top five for the fall of 2024. Um, and yeah, City in the Stars, dude. Ah, so good. I need to check how many times I listened to it on my iPod. I bet like at least like close to 50, I feel like. But yeah.
It shows data on how many plays.
Yeah. So I
Dang.
think that's pretty cool too actually. So I would actually be really sad if like the drive dies or something in this cuz like then all that data's gone. So like ah shoot. Um cuz it's cool on Spotify you get to see when you added a song on a playlist, but it doesn't tell you how many times you played it. You just get your wrapped at the end, which is why it's like
Mm,
this is cool. I get to see like how many times I actually played this thing on the iPod anyway. But
yeah.
yeah.
Dang, that's sick.
All right. That is that. Next question.
Cool.
You have favorite parts or themes?
Ooh. Do you want to go first on this one?
Do you have any, or you're thinking?
I have to look at my photo album
Oh, okay.
to recall what I did. Or like, are you ready, or do you also need a moment?
Yeah, I have a couple. For me,
Okay, yeah, you go first.
common themes. I think were just like just do the work. It wasn't like I tried to go a lot with like this whole no excuses thing, and I know that's kind of that toxic positivity or whatever. But it's something I really needed, especially with someone who struggles with like self discipline and stuff. Um, I always try to think like, oh, no excuse. Like you just gotta get it done, get the work done. When it came to like doing stuff for the club or not necessarily my homework, it was just like if it was other people involved, like there were no excuses and I had to do the thing and I couldn't like uh, go to what I'm used to, which is I can be late on something. Like homework, that's on me. But if other people are depending on me, try my best to like no excuses, like just be there and do the thing. Um, there were a couple times where I was late, but it wasn't like I missed the event or whatever. Especially because like I'm the board member, so it's like I should set a good example. Um,
Mhm.
but I think for what my usual work habit is, like I think I did a pretty good job for what I did do and stuff. Um,
And you're still gonna do that for the next semester?
the club and e-board,
Mhm. Mhm.
yeah. It's gonna
Nice.
be harder though, but I'm gonna at least I know what it feels like, so now I can kind of like counterbalance it and like know what I can fit in and know what I can't.
Mhm.
In terms of, I think that's like for me that was like just the major thing. Favorite parts, I don't know. There was one period where it was just like it was like that midterm time, but like right before midterms, I think. Um, but I was just like crashing mentally. I was like, dang, bro, like everything's going bad, and I was making jokes like, "I'm gonna do it, bro," and I have like my finger man, like when you have your index and middle finger, like it's a person, right? Um, like walking, right?
Mhm.
And it's like I'm walking close to the edge, and I'm like, "I'm gonna do it, bro. I'm gonna do it," and like my hand person jumps off, and I'm like, "I'm gonna drop out, bro." Like I was making this joke. Um, but yeah, mentally. But that was another thing too. Actually, I think common theme was just like it was asking people about therapy, like toward the end after after midterms into finals, cause 24 now, and I can delete it. I wrote a note on our chat therapy, cause I'm 24 now, and I've always talked about mental health or whatever, but I never even tried it for myself. So how can I advocate for something I haven't actually even tried? Um, and I told people like, yeah, let me reach 24 first so that I can flex. I made it to 24 without any professional help. It's not a good thing, but
Mhm.
it's just like I kind of wanted to milestone that so that I can remember when I started. But being 24 now is like, okay, now I will do it. Like not just gonna say I will and not, but I'm actually gonna give it a try and see what happens and if it helps out or not. Which I think is cool because I talked to people about it. They gave me their opinions and like their experiences. Um, so that was just really cool. But yeah, yeah.
Nice.
I don't think I have any favorite parts though. They were. Oh, I do. But I'll save it. I'll remember. But yeah, go ahead and whatever you have.
All right. Favorite parts. Learned swipes this semester, so that's pretty
Oh
cool.
yeah.
I tried to do windmills, but dude, my body just can't, and it hurts, so it's not worth. I got like footage of me doing something that kind of looks like a windmill. It's not, but like that's the closest I've ever looked to doing it.
Mhm.
Um, coin drops, I can do that pretty jankily, if that's a word. So
Jinky.
that's pretty cool. What else? Oh, I did audition for the dance team that I was talking about last VinCast. I didn't get in, but I think that's okay. And I think if I did get in, I would be super miserable. And I wouldn't have been able to accomplish what I did accomplish this semester. So I think it really just wasn't meant to be.
Mhm.
Also, their main performances are in January, and that's when I'm out of town, so it wouldn't even make sense for me to be in it. So there's all these things where it's like, okay, I'm pretty glad that I'm not a part of it.
Mhm.
But I do think like even if I was, there's still like opportunity there and like things I could have experienced that I would have enjoyed. But in the bigger picture, like worked out. It still worked out. What else? I got to saw Earth. I got to watch Chicago and Earth, Wind and Fire in concert, which I never would have thought. I didn't even know Earth, Wind and Fire was still around, but got to watch them. That was cool. I danced a little bit in the beginning, but I had to take a super long dance break or break from dance to like lock in with school because school was like super hard this semester for whatever reason. Um, what else? I do have more for sure, but I'm like looking through my thing, my photo album. Oh, cooking steaks. I've made a lot of
Oh,
steaks this past semester, and I feel like I've gotten pretty decent at it. Uh, so yeah, even like okay, growing up, I don't know if it's just me or my family or if it's like a Filipino thing, but like I grew up with well done steaks, and that's not. I don't know about you, but dude, well done steaks are not the move. They're so tough to eat. So even like cooking steaks, getting to know the different types of ways to cook a steak, like medium rare, and how medium rare is pink. But growing up, I was taught that like, oh, if it's pink, it's not cooked.
hmm.
But how you actually eat a steak and why it's medium rare is because it's like it keeps it from being too tough and it like leaves it tender when it is pink. And not because it's like not cooked. Like it is cooked and edible, but it's not like not good for you if it's pink.
Hmm.
Like it's okay if it is. Um, so that's cool cooking. Um, I don't know if I mentioned the wedding stuff in the last VinCast, but there's a wedding going on. Brother got married. Had a quick bachelor party. This whole wedding process is weird. This whole wedding process is weird because there's three weddings. There's like a civil wedding here, in November. There's a wedding in the Philippines in January, and then there's a U.S. wedding in July of next year. So this whole wedding process is weird. But had a bachelor party. That was cool. Also had steak there. Um, went to a Madison Ryan Ward concert where I met Joshua Bassett, which I mentioned already. I have my own room now since my brother got married and moved out. I have my
Yeah,
own room, my own
that's crazy,
closet, double the closet space. So that's something I'm gonna be taking care of when I get
bro.
back from vacation.
I'm telling you, it's a trap. It's a trap.
Dude, it's so nice, like leaving your room in a specific way and coming back to it, and it's still
Oh,
that same way.
that's
Because before,
wild.
like, yeah, if I
Mm.
would do something and like dip, like my brother could have easily moved my stuff off the
Uh-huh.
desk or his pile of clothes are on the chair or stuff like
Mm.
that. But now it's just like how I left it is how I'm gonna come
Wow.
back to it.
I've never thought about that. I just realized the privilege I have. Dang, dude.
Yeah.
Whoa.
um, like even privacy, like if I'm watching
Mm.
TikToks at night and I'm like my phone's not I'm not wearing headphones or earphones, so it's just
That's
playing. And
wild.
then he's trying to go to sleep, so he's like,
Mm-hmm.
"Oh, I'm gonna go to sleep. Can you wear AirPods?" And I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
"Yes." But then it's like, okay, I'm wearing AirPods in my own room, which I don't have to. But now it's
Yeah.
like I could
That's
don't need to anymore.
another thing I have privilege in that I never realized.
Yeah, bro.
Dang,
And
dude.
then watch my first Laker game, which is
Mm.
crazy. I mean, I watched basketball games before, but they were always like Clippers.
Mm-hmm.
But
Of
dude, LeBron
course.
didn't even play though. Kind of whack, but
It's
that's okay.
okay.
Uh, yeah. Other than that, I think the last two things is passing the FE exam, which is like a, the first of two board exams you take as a civil engineer. Give me a sec. Oh, give me a second.
Okay. Oh, dude, I'm scratching my app out. Dang it.
Okay. What was I? Oh yes, board exam.
But yeah.
So I had like, so I had to lock in the semester because I had four-ish, five-ish classes that were like pretty hard, and you know I did really well on the midterm and got like A's, hundreds, whatever. And then I slacked off at the end because I knew I could, calculating my grade. So I got like C's on like basically all my finals. So it averaged out, and I got B's for like all my classes. So it worked out pretty well. And this is me like balancing like work and like all this other stuff. But yeah, the board exam, I created this whole regiment to study consistently at a constant pace, so it's not overwhelming. I didn't end up following it like at all, and I kind of just studied for like one session a few days before the exam, but I ended up passing, so that
Mm.
worked out pretty cool. I have a license now. My resume looks sick.
Dude.
And lastly, towards the end of towards the end of my last weeks of college, I mean, I have an internship. I had an internship that was gonna give me an offer, but I got a lot of advice to not like pigeonhole myself to that, to tunnel vision onto that. So I applied to other places, and I interviewed for three other places, and I ended up getting like more than my. I ended up getting offers where I was able to like negotiate, so that was like pretty new and something that I've always heard about from my professors, but I didn't think I'd be in the position to do that because prior with my jobs, it's like, oh, this is what we're gonna pay you, and I'm just like a teenager, like, okay, cool, I'll take it, because it's just like a job's a job.
Mm.
So it's weird to be in the position of being offered like X amount, like, oh, this is what we're gonna pay you, and for me to be like, well, this other place offered me more. Can you match that? Like asking for more money, which is like so bizarre.
Mm.
But it worked out in the end because I got an offer from a different company, which was higher than my internship company. And I told that to my internship company, and they even like surpassed the offer. Like could have easily just like matched it, and I would have been content with it. But they actually went like above and beyond. So I am very grateful for that. And like that just happened, and it's cool because my internship job is remote and work from home, so I don't have to worry about like gas or commute. Whereas the other offer, even though it was more, it was an in-person job, so technically it's less if you factor in gas and commute. So it actually
Mm.
like double worked out even more in my favor. So super grateful that I'm in this position. And now it's been like a week of graduating, and I've just been working a lot, trying to, I don't know, trying to prove to them and myself that like, oh, I'm worth what they offered me. So just working hard in that, and also because I'm about to dip for like more than a month, so I'm trying to get as much work in and leave a good impression before I leave. Because in February, that's when I become full time, and I'm in this technically new title, but I'm still like doing
Mm.
what I've been usually doing. But yeah, now it's just prepping for this big trip. So I'm actually going to the Philippines. There's a layover in Korea before that, and then in the Philippines, I'm gonna be
안녕하세요.
going to like, yeah, I'm going to also Manila and Subic and Boracay, all these places all over the Philippines, and then I'm taking a flight to Singapore. Singapore, I'm taking a cruise to Malaysia, and then back to Singapore, and then from Singapore, I'm going to Japan, and then Japan back to the Philippines. Philippines, uh, layover in Korea, and then back home. So
안녕하세요.
yeah. So that's exciting. And then I come back and my life's different because
Oh.
I'm a full-time engineer, no school, got my own room, hoping to
Whoa.
dance, get back into dance. So that's where I'm at.
That's wild. Give me a second. Hold up. Yo.
Yo,
Test.
test,
Good.
good,
Okay, bye.
okay, bye.
Okay. I had to check because I accidentally hit my mic earlier. If the audio was okay. Um, I was gonna say something, bro. Dang it. It was in relation to what you're talking about, though. Uh, wait, can I ask like what your work is? Like, what's like a task that you do that you would do?
I basically help design roads in LA.
Mm.
Yeah,
Okay.
civil engineer.
I remember what I was gonna say when you're talking about midterms and stuff. I'm gonna be like, yeah, you guys have no idea how much Alvin has told me about advanced dirt and advanced.
And that's water.
That's so funny. No, it's just cause like I don't know, it like concrete and like yeah, and then like
Dude,
steel
I'm
and
literally, it's funny because I'm not even going to be using any of that stuff at my job. So it's like,
dude.
I learned it and I'm probably going to forget it.
Mm. No, it was just funny to hear. Yeah, so I'm taking this class. One is advanced dirt. I'm like, what the fuck, advanced
Okay, I'm
dirt?
not going to be like, bore you with hydrology and retaining walls and foundations.
No, it's just funny to me. It's like advanced dirt, bro.
Yeah.
Okay, I think that's what I was gonna say earlier. And then in terms of midterms, I think you were saying how like you had to lock in for midterms. I was
Mhm.
saying, cause you told me, or you told me, or you were just like, I noticed this with you, or you're saying like, oh, with you it's like this. Cause like for me, like people get burnt out at midterms and stuff. I cannot start the year very well. Like I start the year at like 10% effort, and then when it gets to midterms, I'm at like halfway. And then when it gets to finals, I'm like, okay, I'm here, guys. I'm like 100%. I do my best at finals, and like the semester's about to end, so it's very reverse with me when it comes to work ethic, versus with other people and like with you, where it's like locking in when you needed to.
Mhm.
Um, but yeah, I remembered
Gotta
some
do
favorite.
what you gotta do.
Yeah, I remembered some favorite moments of mine. I don't think any others are vivid enough or like mm, crazy cool enough. Sorry. Um, there's three main ones that I could remember. Okay, this Rick moment, it kind of just ties into that feeling of like I ran into someone new or I met someone new and then I'd run into them throughout the semester. When we hung out at our facility, at school facility, and then you introduced me to your friend Rick. Um,
Mhm.
bro, and then I saw this guy everywhere. And then he parks in the same lot as me. So whenever I'd walk to my car and go home, I'd see his car and be like, Rick Mobile, bruh. And then it's funny because like if I had not met him or whatever, I would not be able to say that or make that joke to myself. I never told him about the joke, but I thought it was hilarious. And then
Rick
so like,
Mobile.
huh?
Rick Mobile.
Yeah, I don't know why it became that. It's like Batmobile, but it's like the Rick Mobile. Um,
Mhm.
so sometimes like I went there for an event. Oh, I went there for a dance event thing. That was cool too, but this is just funnier. It's like I got to the event and I'm like, oh, what the heck? Why is Rick's car here? And I look in there and I'm like, dang, he's got like Boba still in the seats. Like, how long is this gonna sit in here for? You know? Um, and then yeah, no. So I'd walk home sometime, or I'd walk to my car sometime. I'd see his car and be like, damn, Rick Mobile kind of needs a wash, bruh. And then like when he cleaned it or whatever, I'd be like, oh, Rick Mobile got a wash, bruh. But yeah, that was one moment. Another moment was this sesh I had at school. Rick was there actually too, but it was with my friend, this guy named Tommy. He's super sick, super dope, doing all these battle things. He invited me out, but I'm still in my shell. But it was still cool to session with him and have footage this other time and like experience what like freestyle culture that I always wanted to experience as a kid. Um, and like made me realize that I could just have more of it, especially with that one time there was a battle in my town and I didn't go to. But it's still like, dang,
Boo.
yeah. And then this whole like saying yes to things, I don't think I really said like there's still a lot of things I didn't say yes to, but it was like um I took more risks toward the end of the semester when it came to like talking to people, I would say, or just openly asking about something. There was this one person, oh, it was like a movie, bruh. One person I talked to, I was just really happy. We were walking and talking. First time I talked to them, because I never had an actual convo with them. They seemed like a cool person. And I did that. And it was cool. And I don't know what else is gonna happen, but it was cool. But yeah, that was some moments
Nice.
I remember.
Just do the thing, man.
Yes. Hold up, BRB. Okay, I'm back. I mean, yeah, technical difficulties. Okay. Um, yeah. Was that it for favorite parts and themes?
Oh, I don't really do themes.
Do you have
Mm,
any?
yeah. I think I
Cartoon?
have multiple, but I only know one right now. But that theme is. locking in.
Mm.
I think the theme was definitely locking in because uh this was the most academically challenging semester for me, and yeah, having to stop dance when I've been so accustomed to it for the past year was really hard because that was the thing that like I wanted to do, as opposed to like school and work. That's the stuff that I had to do. So now, before I had a balance of like, oh, there's my responsibilities and there's also the things that I'm wanting to do. So I was feeling my routine was a lot more joyful and had more like, um, I guess purpose as opposed to responsibility. Uh, but then this semester, because I was only doing responsibilities, like worrying about like job interviews, um, work, school, and like board exam stuff, it's like it was all just responsibilities. So it wasn't as joyful, or my routine wasn't as fun as it used to be. So that was difficult. But like in my head, I knew like, oh, this is only temporary. I have to lock in for X amount of days, weeks, months, and I'll be chilling. Which now I am at this point. Like it's over. I took two dance classes or a dance class or two. So I'm back on that, and then I'm about to go on vacation. So I think uh being able to like tough it out, I'm glad that I was able to prove to myself that I could do it. And that's over. So very very rewarding, very accomplished and satisfying.
Reap the
But obviously
rewards.
also, hmm?
Reap the rewards you sow.
Yeah. But also understanding and having gratitude that I didn't do it like alone. Even though like there's a lot of like giving myself flowers of like, oh, I did this. Definitely couldn't have done it with like, so it's so cliche, but like even like just my parents and family for and friends for like all these advice on like interviews, or even things as simple as like my parents cooking for me and stuff, and me not having to worry about like going out to get food, but having like food already ready so I could just like eat and go to class instead of like worrying about like getting lunch. So
Mm.
just small stuff like that. Uh, that's pretty cool. Second theme, I don't have on the top of my head, but it's definitely, I feel like there's more to this semester that I'm missing out on, that missing out on talking about. But I think this is a pretty good general thing for the semester.
Mm. I think for me, like, not really a theme, just a moral was just like stay busy. Um, Cause even I find that the more work I have to do, the more time I make for myself to do other things I want to do, versus like when I was like only doing classes and like wasn't involved in anything, I would just kind of like have time to do things I wanted to do, but I didn't feel the need or urgency to do them. But with like being part of something and then like having deadlines for that and like having deadlines for assignments as well, it was like okay, the only free time I get is the only free time I'm gonna have to work on the things I want to do. So then I capitalize and use them as best I could. Even stuff like I could be working on homework in a facility center, or like I was just like making beats or playing piano or something, or utilizing a free hour that I'm not in class, but like going to where people are and like having conversations with them. That always helped me. So I think like that's a theme and something for me to keep in mind in the future. So, oh, a thought I had when the semester ended too. I think like after those finals, because I did like two back-to-back essays. I did a back-to-back essay in one day and then another in 2 days in between in the same week. And then I was like, I want more of this. I want more of that like feeling of I don't know how I did that, but I did it. Kind of like in high school, where it's like we would talk about like I don't know how we did 7 a.m. and then like da 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 class and then practice and then go home homework and then the same thing. Um, but yeah, I just want more of this feeling of like I don't know how I did that, but I did it, and I'm like kind of glad I did it. Um, so yeah, creating more of that kind of thing in the future.
Mm.
Teach a man to fish and something lifetime he can eat something.
You don't know it?
I do, just not off the top. I remember
Ooh.
Ethan, so our friend Ethan from high school. Oh, track. You remember Ethan?
Hmm. Hmm.
His Discord bio, I can't remember exactly. It's just hilarious. It's something like, "Teach a man a fish he day, to infinity a lifetime." And I was like, "What the hell? That's not the quote, but it's funny. Teach a man a fish he day," and I was like, "What the heck?" Yeah.
It's teach a man a fish. Or give a man a fish and he'll eat for a day. Teach
Yeah.
a man a fish and he'll eat for a lifetime.
Yeah. Yeah. That's why, cause I knew that's the quote, but then when I see his uh, what do you call it? Caption bio, it was that, and I was laughing so hard. Um, but yeah. All right.
Nice.
I think we are now toward the end. Dang, bro.
Oh shoot.
The last
The
Vin.
last VinCast.
Oh, it's kind of. Oh. Oh man. What do we hope in the future and message to future self?
Ooh. Dang.
Well, this is crazy now because I just remembered how you would say stuff like, "Yup, like I'm transferring. I'm actually my first semester at Cal State, and then like I'm doing engineering." Oh, bro, and then I was like in my first year of English, I think at that time, or before even transferring. Oh, that's crazy.
Dang.
Whoa,
Look at us now.
that's wild. Dang, bruh. End of an era, like low key. Man. All right, what do you hope in the future?
um, hope in the future, dude. At this point, it's uh, like up until this point, it's been like new semester and new things every like 6 months basically. But now it's like, oh, I'm in my career now, and the main change would be like your job if you move jobs or like relationships and stuff. It's not so school anymore because school is like a guaranteed change because you're gonna change classes and your semester's gonna end. But here, nothing's a guaranteed change. Like you don't know if you'll get into a relationship, you don't know if you'll get a new job. Um, it could change in 6 months, it could change sooner, or it could change like in 5 years. So I think at least right now where my headspace is at, as someone who just graduated college and um, fortunately has a job lined up, I think my mentality right now is like I just want to work really hard. Like I think the grind is still there, um, to be good at my career and set myself up for success in the future. Because in the same way where like I started out the semester strong and I was able to slack off towards finals, I kind of want to have that same mentality, but this is a more long-term approach because it's like
Mm,
the equivalent of quote unquote finals is like retirement age or like my when I'm like 40 or something. So while I'm young and have the time and energy, I do want to like give it my all. That way, um, I don't have to try as hard when I'm older. But at the same time, I'm not trying to have work take over my life. I still want to have that balance of doing things I have to do and doing things I want to do. So with my 9 to 5, having like my nights free, there's a lot more room for like hobbies and interests. So I do want to take up like piano, cooking more, dancing. So yeah, it's like this new phase of like having a full-time job with the most money I've ever had in my life, but also like all this free time that I haven't had in a long time because I don't have to do homework or study for anything anymore.
yeah.
Oh, there is this like um board exam thing that's like coming up with it in like 2 years. But there's this option to like take one of the exams now, which I kind of want to do because everything's still fresh. So we'll see what happens with that. But for the most part, that's kind of where my trajectory is just working as hard as I can in my job, and when I'm not working, basically work hard, play hard. So working hard at my job, playing hard when I'm not working.
Mm.
Yeah,
But
that's pretty much it.
wasn't there a time where you're like, yo, this ain't it? You're like, work hard, play hard. I don't know, man. Do you remember that? Right?
Um, maybe I
I
think
feel like it was
work
like
hard, play hard, but you also have to rest in
rest
between.
hard.
Rest hard. Rest hard. I don't know if it's a move. Rest consistently though
No.
I think a better.
Okay. No, cause
Work hard, play hard, but rest consistently in between is my current right now. Probably that was not what I said in the past, but I think that's where I'm at right now.
I don't know if I told you, but I feel like I did. Whereas when we were talking about this, is that I saw a post that said like, um, work hard, but also rest with the same intensity. That's what I think it was.
Now I'm trying to play still.
Okay, okay, whatever, dude. Because I think for me, it's like I don't really think about playing. It's just like work and then rest. But like to me, whatever I play is still stuff that is kind of work in a way for me.
Mm,
Um, it's like stuff I enjoy, but it's like it takes effort to like do it.
mhm.
Which I don't know how I feel about that right now, but it's kind of like what is happening for me. Um, Also, I was gonna say it was like adulthood part two because like you get thrown out of high school into college and then you're learning to adult there, and then now you're like learning to adult again, knowing what you already learned from your
Yeah.
intro to adulthood, kind of.
Mhm.
Just like on a bigger scale, on a more realistic scale, I guess, of that whole like knowing your money and this and that. Um,
Yeah. But this is also something one of my mentors said was this this specific phase that I'm in right now is technically the best phase if you look at it a
mm,
certain way, and it's because like this is the most money you'll have with the least amount of responsibilities. Because yes, like you could be making more money as you go on, but I feel like the responsibilities outgrow that, will outgrow how much money you're making. And so right now I have like money and time and low responsibility, but
mm,
as time goes on, like responsibilities are just gonna keep getting more and more. So now is like the prime time to kind of do you, without being tied down to like having a family or like wife, kids to tend to, and all these things, or like a mortgage to pay for. So yeah, this is like peak peak freedom
mm.
basically.
There was another thing I was gonna say that involved. Dang it! Dang it, bruh. My brain farted. It's about adulting. It's about like asking people. Man, I'm gone. Gosh dang it. Yep.
I agree.
Okay, cool. Next question. Uh, it was just like I think it was just something about like it was something about adulting. Man, it'll come back hopefully. Um, but yeah, hope in the future, message the future self. I don't know. Oh, bro, like, well, I hope to graduate. That's one thing. I don't know how life is gonna look like, which is crazy. It's so weird, bro. So
Yeah,
weird.
everyone's life looks different
It's
after
so,
graduating.
bro. What the heck?
Like you can't look at mine and be like, "Oh, mine's gonna be like that," or look at someone else's. Like you
Well,
kind of
yeah.
in your
Oh,
own lane.
I remember what it was, dude. Cause you're like, I have all this time and stuff, and like, I think I've always just kind of struggled with that, especially like on our breaks, like winter break, summer break, cause you have to create your life, um, and that whole like this candle is burning, but I'm gonna live my life as soon as it gets bright enough in here. Theo Von is like, I can't live that way. So to me, like having all that time has kind of always been like a scary thing. But it's like, oh, let me just kill time by doing something I love or something I want to do. Like, killing time doesn't have to mean going on my phone and like endlessly scrolling or whatever. Like killing time, like to just switch the mind frame of like working at it. Oh, there's another thing. Like I looked at my hobbies as like work instead, cause you know like the whole mentality of like don't make your things you love your work and stuff. But when I switched that and I was like, no, like this is what I love, and if I make it my work, then I'll actually do it. Because if it's something I love, then I won't do it until I feel like it. But if it's like, oh, I gotta work on this tomorrow, or like, oh, this is my job. Like if I imagine, oh, I told you like the sticker thing. Like if this is my job, like why wouldn't I love to do this? And you're saying like, oh yeah, but there'd be a point that you might not feel that way or whatever, and you still have to do it. But I think that's still kind of a win because at least it's building something that you know you always wanted to do before, um, which is better than not working at it anyway, right? Where it's like constantly building toward it and stuff versus like just thinking about it and like, oh yeah, like that would be cool, right? And like actually taking steps. Um, but yeah, I think that's what I was gonna say earlier. Um, I
Mm.
feel like I said this before. I was like, I don't know if I got any hopes for the future, but I still feel the same. It's like I don't know if I really have hopes. It's just that I hope we're well and healthy till we can play for the season and get to the finals.
Yep.
But no, but truthfully for me it's just like, stay healthy, stay active and like um keep pursuing things. That's what I hope. Um bro, but like oh, it's such a hard time in life in terms of just like this is all real now. Um, like I look 10 years ago is when I met Alan. Like that's wild, dude.
Yeah.
That's that's crazy. Like, oh man.
Crazy.
It kind of hurts. So,
Dude, we never did.
what with Alan?
Yeah.
Oh, dude. Okay, wavelengths with Alan, bro.
Dude, I think like after our first one, we're like, yo, we should do it with Alan. And now we're like so many deep.
It's 'cause that one was I was like, bro, he hasn't been replying. I was like, I don't know, wait, we gotta catch up, bro. I was like, we gotta go, we gotta do winter, and then, but
Yeah.
it's okay. No, it would be cool to have him. We should do it in person for sure. That would be cool. Um, but yeah, it's not to say that I don't have hopes. It's just that, um, a word from our sponsor. Okay, he's back.
Hold on, give me a sec.
Yeah, no. Do 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 do
Okay, I'm
do.
back.
Okay. Yeah, it's not that I don't have hopes. It's just that for me, it's like I don't have clear goals. Oh my gosh, that sounds so bad. But it's because I'm everywhere. Music,
Uh,
stickers, and da da da.
uh,
Even with music, I didn't even get to do much this break because I got sick. Oh, that sucks. And
mm.
then
Were you sick
okay,
for a long time?
I'm still on antibiotics because I just got them last week. Um,
Wait, how sick were you? What the heck?
it wasn't that sick. It's a infection, sinus infection.
Oh,
Okay,
I see.
I have the dates because we ended 9 to 12 week. So I got sick. Friday, I went out, met someone, and then they weren't able to come out. So I was just waiting for them for a while. And then I was like in the cold. It was either the AC inside was cold or outside where it was cold. So I didn't win. I ended up seeing Sam and Angel that day. I don't know if I told you that. But then that was
Mm.
Friday. And then that night I felt a sore throat. Saturday, Sunday. Oh no, this is my birthday. So 6, 7, 8. So 6. Oh, I went through final sick. That's what happened. Friday the 6th, that happened. And then 6, I felt sore throat that night. 7, 8, I kind of had that whole congestion thing. And then I think I went to urgent care. And then I fought that whole week. thinking it would just go away. So like 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I went to urgent care on Sunday. So a whole week after, they told me like, yeah, it looks like you have a sinus infection. It might go away. It'll go away on its own. And then I was like, I've had it for like a week now. And he was like, oh, okay, I'll give you some antibiotics. Just wait 3 days, and then if it's still there, then take it. And then so 16, 17, my mom was like, yeah, just take it now. He was like, I don't know why I told you to wait 3 days. I was like, okay. I was trying to wait and see if it would go away, and it didn't. So I'm been on, hit my seventh day on anti. I'm on, I need three more to finish on the 26th. That's when you leave. Um,
Hmm.
but yeah, I feel better. But yeah, what is talking about? Hopes and dreams and aspirations and goals. Yeah, I wish I had clear goals. Like Alvin was saying, his resume is stacked earlier. Yeah, I've seen it. It's crazy. Even the ones before, or no, like I know what this guy's been through. It's crazy though. But I'm not him. He's not me. So I can't do that. But yeah, hopes
Yeah.
is just basic. Stay healthy. Make it to the finals. Um,
Mm.
that's my hope, bruh. And yeah.
My hope is hoping that I enjoy life and that I am able to be successful. Not in
Mm,
the way that like I have to do everything right, but success in the way that like I'm trying and growing.
mm,
Because I could still fail and grow. I don't have to like succeed in. Hmm. Because I think even if you fail and grow, that's still succeeding in my book. But I don't necessarily have to. What's that? Ah, man, I don't know the word for it.
you don't have to what?
I don't have to get everything right all the time. I could get things wrong and still grow. So I think,
Like try. You
yeah,
can
and
still make errors.
yeah. So I think the goal or the hope is to enjoy life and continue to grow as a person, dancer, and engineer.
Mm, nice.
Cha.
Is that your message to future self, or
Yeah,
that's your message?
yeah. I think if either of those fails, then I'm doing something wrong.
Hmm. For me, message to future me. Do you don't want to rephrase it and be like, dear Alvin of the future?
No, because I also like because like we did the whole like oh this is the last one like I already did that, so it's not like more of the same, but now it's just like catered towards this phase of life.
Hmm.
I think I'm good.
All right. Well, I hope, I wish, dear Kevin. Uh, dang. Yup. I'm
Yep.
kidding. Uh, message to my future self is, whoo, say yes. Stop saying no. And
Ooh.
what else? Oh, I was gonna bring this up actually. This isn't part of my message, but when you're talking about like when you're talking about your walk to your car or something, or like your last walk, and you're telling me like,
Uh-huh.
oh, this is it, bro. Like I'm taking my last final or whatever.
Uh-huh.
I think I didn't tell you, but it reminded me of Logic. I think I told you about the album, but I didn't say why. Like in his documentary, the last song he recorded, he was saying stuff like that. Like he's still gonna do rap and whatever, but he was saying like this. The last song he's recording was like a period on this whole incredible true story, his whole rap career really. Um, and he was saying like he was crying and he was like, "Oh, this is it, bro. Like this is the last verse. This is I'm gonna do it. Like all right, like run it, run it." And then like after he finishes, he's like, "I'm done. Like I've done it. I'm done. I'm saying goodbye to this shit forever." And I was like, "Damn, that's crazy though." No, but like for like a 10-year dude, that's like wild. So yeah, it's pretty emotional for him. So I don't know. I think it reminded me of when you were saying like, "Oh, this is it, my last whatever." Okay, message to future me, bro. Say yes and don't say no. Um, wake up at 7 in the morning, go to sleep at 10, work diligently, talk to the girl.
Yeah.
Um, what else? I don't really know. Oh, stop buying shiz, bruh. Stop.
Mm.
Don't need it. Love people and use things, not the other way around. Um, I think that's all I got really for my future me. Things will work out eventually. That rhymed without me
Oh,
trying.
bars. He's not a rapper.
Oh man, that's crazy. Do you remember the video from high school? I was like, I'm dropping an album this summer, and it's crazy
Yeah,
because I said that. Like, it's not that. Like, I knew it was kind of not possible that summer to drop something, but when I said that in that video, I was like, it's such a joke. I was like, I'm not gonna do that. Like, I'm not gonna be a rapper, or I'm not. That's not gonna be something I really do. Like, I just have these songs, right,
yeah.
bro? And then like to think that, like, I reminisce a little bit. I look at some songs I made last year, or this year, and I'd be like, what the f? Like, I said that. I was like, what? I wrote that, and yeah, it's just kind of crazy to me. And then especially like Kevin Parker era, like when we filmed or whatever, the Kevin Parker bars are crazy, man. Like, I forgot what song it was I was listening to, but I was like, what the f, bro? Like, I said that, I wrote that, bro. Um, but yeah, do you know this David Blaine parody on YouTube from like original YouTube
Yeah,
2000s?
the orange
Oh,
soda
dude,
thing.
cause that's why I'm saying what the f, cause it's just that's what
Yeah.
cause I saw this video. It was a skit video. Like this girl, two girls are like, "Hey, can you take a picture of us?" Right? And then the guy takes a picture, and he takes like 20 or whatever. And they're like, "No, no, like you're good. Okay, you can stop." And he's like, "I took a good couple." And then he gives them the phone and leaves, right? And then they're swiping through the photos, and then they're like, "Oh my gosh, he just took selfies, right?" Like she's just scrolling, and then
Mhm.
they keep scrolling, and then it's like a story. It's so funny. And then the comments are like, "This gave me David Blaine vibes," and then they're like, "I was thinking the same thing," and they're like, "What the f? Cheez-Its, Cheez-Its, Cheez-Its."
Jesus.
Oh man, I'm gonna send you the
Jesus.
video, but watch it later. But it's hilarious the skit they
Okay.
did. Um, but yeah,
Jesus.
it's oh man. Um, but yeah, I think that is my message to myself and stuff. And yeah, is
Sick.
that it, bro?
Think that's it.
Oh man, the quote quote possible last one. You know, it's funny. Like this could be the last one, right?
Yeah.
Um, but it could also not be. So like whenever it actually is, it won't hit. It's like when someone
Mm.
knows it's their last day of work or something, and it's like, oh, like,
Oh, bro, don't even
right?
get me started on that, dude. You don't have no idea. Oh my gosh. Flashbacks. I've had like three
Mm.
jobs, and the first one I didn't know it was my last day. But then my other
Oh.
two I did
Oh,
know. So it's
that's.
like,
Oh, sorry. That's right, because it was COVID that time, right?
yeah.
Hmm.
So it could, it's like those TV shows where it's like they get canceled and they don't know it's their last day, versus
Hmm.
TV shows that do like really well, um, and it is their last day.
That sounds very
Or like,
morbid,
yeah,
like the, but yeah. But I get what you're saying. Sorry.
yeah,
No, but like it sounds
yeah.
morbid saying like the last day. Uh.
But like with this podcast, whether it's VinCast or a different name, I wonder if we will know if it's like our last day, or if it's just
Mm.
like we just do one more and it just happens to be the last one we ever do,
Mm.
type of thing. Yeah, we'll
Oh,
see.
okay. Partially the reason I'm saying is because I feel like I have one more for spring.
VinCast.
I feel like
Yeah,
one more spring VinCast, and then it goes into.
wavelength.
Huh? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Crazy. I feel like, cause like we could do wavelengths now, but for me it wouldn't feel right, just because like you finish, like I'm not done
Mhm.
yet. But then like to
Yeah.
change, it just feels like I feel like there's like one or two more. This is so weird to say and talk about because it sounds like those. Yeah, I don't know when I'm gonna retire this NBA game. I think I got one more year in me. It just sounds like that. Um,
Yeah.
but that's what I feel right now. I think one more or two. I don't know if winter. Winter sounds too close, but spring for sure. So
Mm. Yeah. There's winter. We wouldn't be able to do winter.
there was yeah. This is crazy, bro. Man.
GG.
Okay. Oh, we have to end with the game.
Oh shoot. Okay. Okay.
I think our goal is always to start and end. Because I remember, I think the first one was like we couldn't, and then we finished it on the second one. But I feel like to
Mm.
start and end is what we've been doing. All right. I don't have a word.
I have a word.
Okay. I have a word.
Okay. Ready?
Yeah.
Okay. One, two, three. Marvel.
iPod.
Marvel iPod. Okay. Got a word. Got a word.
You have a word?
Yeah.
Marvel
Marvel
iPod.
iPod. Marvel iPod.
Dude, I don't know what word you got. Okay. Well, I changed my word, but okay.
Okay. Ready?
Uh,
One, two, three. Iron
Wicked.
Man.
Oh. Wait.
Oh,
Easy. I got it. I was gonna say
Wicked
Spider
Iron
Man,
Man.
actually. Wicked Iron Man. Come on, it's right there. Alright.
Wicked Iron Man is right there.
Dude, go. You don't have to think. It's right. I have a word.
Okay, sure. There's no way we're thinking of the same word,
Yeah, it
but
is. Come on, easy.
okay.
Hmm.
One, two, three. Hulk.
Movie.
Frick.
You said home?
Hulk.
Hulk.
Because
Oh, that's a
Wicked
good
is
one.
green and Iron Man. Hulk. Wait, I
Movie
said
and
Hulk and
Hulk.
movie. Okay, okay. Easy.
No. No. Okay.
Movie and Hulk.
Okay. Ready. No. Okay.
Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Okay. One, two, three.
Shulk.
Avengers.
Ah.
Shulk?
Is that not a movie, right? Isn't there?
No!
Oh, She-Hulk or something?
Yeah, that's a movie.
Shulk
Bruh.
and Avengers.
Isn't Shulk from like Final Fantasy or something?
Oh, oh, that is. I thought. Oh, She-Hulk is the actual character name, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, my bad. No, it's Xenoblade Chronicles, not Final Fantasy.
Oh.
Shulk. Okay. Shulk. Oh, what are we doing? Shulk and Avengers.
Shulk and Avengers. Okay. I have one.
Yeah, have one.
Shulk and Avengers.
Okay. Okay.
Ready?
Sure.
One, two, three.
Game.
Hawkeye.
Game
Oh.
and Hawkeye.
um. Dang, I don't know if you know this.
I don't, and that's the problem. We gotta do a different. We have to find a different common ground. Okay, I have a word. I'm keeping it simple so that, cause we're not gonna get it on this one. So
Okay, wait. Was it Shulk? Or no, Hawkeye
Shulk
and Game.
and oh yeah, Hawkeye and Game.
Hawkeye and Game. Hawkeye and Game. Ah, shoot. Dude, why is it so hard? What the heck?
We have to find a different common ground. Like we can't get it on this next one.
Okay, fine.
I'm keeping it simple, man.
Okay. Okay, same.
Okay.
Okay, one, two, three. Arrow.
Arrow. Oh, there we
Oh!
go. That was yeah. I was like,
Let's
I
go.
actually don't know Hawkeye like powers or whatever, but
Uh-huh.
I assume it sounds like as someone who wields an arrow or yeah,
Yeah.
archer. Cool.
Actually,
Hmm.
was gonna say something like Rivals, because Marvel Rivals. I don't know if you know that game,
Mm.
but Hawkeye, it's a Marvel game, so we
Okay.
got Arrow. Nice.
I almost said Green
Let's go.
Arrow too, though, so that I don't know that's why I was like, I'll keep it simple, bro.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That was a good call. Nice. I didn't expect that.
Sick.
Let's go.
All right, that is
That's it. That's
DaVinCast.
wraps.
For 2024.
Yeah.
Dang. All right. Peace.